My name is Dr. Clark Benson. I had the opportunity to talk with your children the other day and wanted to share some very important details that I thought that you could help them with at home. The first thing is being able to properly get them seated so that way they're not having any shoulder issues or any low back issues. As research shows, 50% of our children already have back pain, and most of them are suffering from headaches. So here we go. The thing we want to do is when we sit down, we actually want to slide our butt down the back of the chair and then sit straight up like this. As you'll notice, there's a space right here between my back, and I'm not actually leaning on the chair like this. This is actually pretty poor posture, and this is going to cause some low back pain down the road. So again, we want to sit in the back of our chair, and then we sit up straight. Now the next thing we're going to look at is when I automatically do that, my posture becomes straight, and my shoulders are no longer rolled forward, and my head is not forward like this. Okay? One of the other things that we see a lot of times with children is they're on their iPads, they're on their phones, and computers. And so we see this posture with the pelvis rolled forward, the shoulders forward, and the neck forward. This ends up leading to a lot of tension within the spine and actually takes a lot of energy for your body to expend just to be able to continue in that posture. So we're back, we're straight. The next thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at the legs. We want to see that this angle right here is about a 90-degree angle. So if we adjust the chair, I can bring it down. What happens is in this point, my pelvis is now sitting lower and my legs are going up. Okay? We don't want that, so we're going to bring the chair back up. And we want this to be at about 90 degrees. Then I want my feet to be able to plant firmly on the floor. I don't want to have to go out like this, and I don't want my feet dangling. I want them to be able to sit nice and comfortably. So everything here is at 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Okay? The next thing we're going to look at is how the posture is on the upper part of the body. So we want your shoulders back and down, and we want the chin back like this. And this is actually sitting with perfect posture. This is something that's very hard, especially in the beginning when you haven't been working those muscles. But if you work on it, they will get stronger. When we talk about the structure of the upper spine, we want it to be square, we want the shoulders to be down, we want them to be back, and we want them to be able to focus in front of them. It's hard to maintain this posture, though, for very long if you haven't already trained your muscles to do so. So it will take time, and it will kind of feel uncomfortable in the beginning. But as time goes on, it will get better. The next thing that we're going to look at is how we sit at the desk itself. We want our arms to be at roughly 90 degrees as well. So everything, if you kind of reiterate this, is 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. So right now in this position, my arms are kind of up too far. Okay? They should actually be more here, which when we look at this is why I have it set up this way, is that we're at 90 degrees here. This is perfect, so that way I'm not hurting my shoulders, I'm not hurting my wrists by extending them up like this. Everything is level. And they even have new keyboards where we actually are like this, which is even better yet for our wrists. So again, everything at 90 degrees. We don't want to see the kids with the chair, excuse me, with it way up like this. Now they're kind of, their feet are dangling. We don't want to see it way down here like this because now their shoulders are up here like this. And I actually saw quite a bit of this when I checked the posture of the students over at the school. So we see a lot of these shoulders up like this. That, of course, creates tension up here. Then their heads are like this, and this is how they're sitting for 8 hours a day. So that's not what we want to see. We want to see that perfect posture. Nice and square. Nice and square. And they'll be able to do this for about 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes, so they will need to probably stand up. And when they stand up, what we want to do is we want to stretch, okay? One, it does a couple different things. One, it keeps them focused on what the teacher is teaching. It keeps them moving. It kind of neurologically just enlightens the child. And so it gives those sparks. And so we stand on up every 20 minutes or so, a half hour if needed. And what you're going to do first is you're going to squeeze the buttocks like this. Once you squeeze the buttocks, then you're going to take your arms, you're going to put your palms up, and you're going to stretch back and hold that stretch, and then relax, and you can go back into that seated position. Okay? The third thing that I really want you to know and be able to share with your children is how to do a proper chin tuck. This is going to prevent them from things like text neck. Text neck is very, very common today, leading to neck pain, leading to shoulder problems, and also to headaches.